welcome to Talking Comics issue 12, and I'm back again with Zach.
Once again.
Comic book,
You know, I'm actually getting sick of my own nickname.
So what, you want to call yourself a new one then?
No, I'll keep it, but
Can I put one in there?
People say it mockingly, so it's not growing on me.
Oh, what, do they go, hello Guru?
Hello Guru, I'm like yeah.
How about, I'm just putting it out there, but how about comic book moron?
Well, see, that would imply I know less than you, and you know, we can't have that.
Okay, how about comic book, I've got really bad taste, no one's buying any of my troubled crap.
So you, trouble sold amazingly, so none of that.
What have you got for us? What are you going to be reviewing this
What should I
week?
start with? I think I should start... God, I keep on my usual vibe, as I've done this twice now. Another Hickman book.
Oh, not Hickman again.
I know, I can't help it.
It's like, you've got a love thing with him. It's like a fetish.
I don't know what it is, like, it's just Hickman. Hickman all the way.
Well, there are other writers, you know. You can pick other books. I'd just like to point out, but this is his choice. I'm not, there's no influence from me. He has the right to pick whatever he likes.
And yeah, I feel if I ever went and picked a Mark Millar book, you'd just mock me, so...
But we already know you love Mark Millar.
Yeah.
You have that little thing that happens at night when, you know, you go to bed, he's the last thought, and then when you wake up, he's your first thought.
That's just plain creepy. Yes, anyway, Hickman, Secret Warriors. Hickman's first ever Marvel work, which was, the script was co-written by Bendis, like the plot for it was co-written by Bendis, and it was just before Secret Invasion. And it's, Nick Fury's been underground since Civil War.
Hiding?
No, Secret Wars. Secret Wars. He went underground after Secret Wars into hiding because he was outlawed for doing lots of terrible illegal things. And he basically goes around recruiting a load of unheard of, not superheroes, like trainee, like people with superpowers that you've never heard of. And he starts making into sort of this like.
They've got that one with the earthwaith, right? What was she? Was it? She's got the
Quake.
Quake. Was there? I think I can remember. Yeah, it's been a while
Quake.
since I read Secret Wars, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he goes in hiding. It's this book. This book's massive. 28 issues. 28 issues, and it's all one massive story.
Did you read it all in one go?
I got the singles, so I read them monthly when they came out.
I haven't read it yet. I've read all the other things that he's talking about, but I haven't read this yet. I'm looking forward to getting onto it because it's Hickman, and it's kind of like, now that I've read some Hickman stuff, I'm going back and reading the old Hickman stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's what happens.
You read the first issue in this, and you go, and then you read the 27th issue, and you go, like, it just flips it on its head twice, and you're like, wow. It's...
Do you know, it's funny though, because I'm used to seeing Nick Fury sending out like robots in that period, you know, when you were reading it, every time it was another issue, it was another robot version of himself that was getting destroyed.
Another LMD of Nick Fury.
So, what's the art like?
Changes. Castley, Vitti, and McGuinness does one or two in there, but it really suits it. It's sort of it's a bit gritty. Like,
it's dark.
Yeah, it's a bit dark, gritty, but it's not like Maleev. It's like a cleaner, more comic-y version of Maleev.
Right.
But it is lovely. It suits it perfectly.
When you say Maleev, you mean Maliev? Can't speak English. To be fair, that's not even an English name, but whatever. Let's just move on. Just move on. Come on. Come on, get your words out.
Don't make my life easier.
Look, you're trying to point out to these people that you're some kind of comic book guru. You got to get the names right. That's how it works.
No, I'm not trying to prove a comic book guru.
What are you trying to prove?
I'm trying to not succumb to you saying that you're better than me, basically.
That's not very hard, is it? I don't have to do much. You know, if I wanted to make an idiot out of you, I would make an effort, but you do such a good job at doing it to yourself.
You're just upset because you look short to me on camera today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on about that. Look, let's get on with Secret Warriors. You like it? What did you think? Out of 10? I mean, what are we saying here?
Out of 10? 9.
9.
It's also the last proper white Nick Fury story.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
More or less.
Okay. What you mean, like afterwards the Ultimates kind of took over?
Yeah, pretty much. This is the last proper
event.
Nick Fury.
Major white Nick Fury. It sounds a little bit racist to me, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, you didn't have to point that out. I mean, why does it matter that he changes to a black
because the character changes. He's like, it's a sort of different character, isn't it?
You're getting yourself in trouble. Put it down.
Okay.
Put it down.
Though they crash-landed safely, the strange and powerful rays had changed each one of them, transforming their leader, Reed Richards, into the plastic-skinned Mr. Fantastic. Sue Richards into the Now You See Her, Now You Don't, Invisible Girl. And Ben Grimm into a mighty muscled powerhouse called The Thing. Now together with Herbie the Robot, the newest member of the group, they have become the greatest team of superheroes the world has ever known. The new Fantastic Four.
I've got my omnibus here.
Which is bigger than mine.
Which is, of course, bigger. Has to be. I'm sorry. It's just how we roll in this place. And I've got the X-Men Age of Apocalypse, which I think is one of the greatest sets of stories in the X-Men age. In fact, it probably single-handedly saved comics from going out of business in the mid-90s after the Clone Saga sent most of the Marvel stuff into the toilet.
Right.
Were you around for the Clone Saga?
No.
It's funny though.
I've read the Clone Saga.
Have you read the Clone Saga?
I've read the Clone Saga,
Okay.
but I was not there.
Did you read the Ben Reilly saga afterwards?
No.
No, that was a good choice. That was good.
Yeah, I lost interest after the Clone
But don't
Saga.
worry, because Ben Reilly's coming back.
Or is he?
Oh well, we'll have to find out. But why do I like Age of Apocalypse? I really enjoyed Age of Apocalypse because it kind of flipped the way that we thought that the X-Men behaved on its head. You had Professor Xavier dies, and we're seeing that kind of happen again now, aren't we, with the A versus... Oh, did I think I just spoiled it.
Everyone knows.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
never
They've all read it.
mind,
We're all in the
never
Uncanny
mind.
Avengers now.
Yeah, but look,
Don't say any of that.
yeah, I just won't spoil any of that. But look, Professor Xavier's gone, and Magneto actually takes the X-Men and starts to fight back against Apocalypse, who has this kind of evolutionary concept of the world and how only the fittest survive and the weak die. And so he kind of had this concept that all normal humans are weak, so they all need to go, and then even the mutants who were kind of weak, they need to go as well. And he started to rule the Earth. It was in like an alternate dimension where the Earth was ruled by Apocalypse, and there was quite some. There's a little bit of time travel in there. There's a little bit of Bishop turning up with some time stuff.
You're making me feel like such a noob right now. I don't know any of this.
Well, you know, whose fault is that?
Rich's.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You just blamed your boss for you not knowing stuff about comics.
Yeah, I told you I'm going to just keep it on.
It's research. I told you last time. It's research. You've got to go and investigate. You've got to do investigations. Have you got an investigation for us? What are you going to investigate next?
What? Should I pick a book I have to read by next week?
Yeah. And if you don't, then I think it's obvious that you're not doing your job.
Well, we're both supposed to read American Vampire this week, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. We were both meant to read American Vampire this week. We look, it's going to happen. We will get over to American Vampire.
Yes.
We'll be reviewing that at some point.
One day.
Okay, but look, just for the last thing I wanted to say about Age of Apocalypse is the artwork is absolutely superb. It's a pinnacle point in the X-Men universe and its history, and if you haven't read it, it's really a must-read. I know that it's going to be a little bit hard going. There's a lot of backstory to fill out. Do you know what? I think there's over 50 issues in here. Do you have a note? 40. What's that? There was 43. Just 43. Thank you. 43 issues. I thought it was around 50. You know, this is like some massive complete edition, so you should get down here and check it out. There's plenty on stock, so you know, buy a copy and say goodbye to a week of your life.
That's a 90s comic book marathon, right there.
Yeah, but in a good way, right?
Yeah, in the rare occasion that you get a good.
I think you're going to drag us down into the new millennium, though, aren't you? With this.
If you say so.
Well, that's what you chose this to.
I did choose
to be
this,
our
actually.
final review. I'd like to point out that he's having a second review this week. It's not due to the fact that
responsibility.
No, you know, it's not due to the fact that people are sending letters saying we want to see more Zach. If anything, you know, it's the opposite. But I can't do anything about it. We love Zach. He has to be here. It's one of those things. I wanted to get rid of. It's like a bad smell, you know. It wafts by you.
In other words, he hadn't read enough this week, so I've got to do a second review. Basically.
Why do I bring you on the show again? Remind me. Get on with
the banter.
Get on with the review.
Superman and a Legion of Superheroes. Jeff John, Gary Frank. Their first Superman work. And have you seen Gary Frank's art?
Yes, I did see Gary Frank's art. Not in this book particularly, but we've obviously seen it in.
Have you seen the Superman?
We've seen it in the Batman Earth 1. So.
Have you seen the Superman?
What? Gary Frank's Superman? No, I haven't seen Gary Frank's.
It's
Superman.
Christopher Reeve. He based his Superman on Christopher Reeve.
Oh, that's awesome.
It looks spot on. Christopher Reeve. But this is. I'm not a Superman fan. I don't like Superman.
You don't?
To be honest, no. He's too perfect. He's.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
do you know what? Can I just say? Is this a first?
We're agreeing.
Oh my god, we're agreeing on something. Yeah.
You might actually read this one.
I will actually read it.
Basically,
not because of you, but because it's got the word Gary Frank on the front.
And Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
Jeff Johns
That's why.
Superman.
Not giving you any credit.
Goes to the future. It's Superman and Legion of Superheroes. So I'm not a big Legion fan either, but this Superman goes to the future and there's a red sun.
Right.
So he's got no powers.
Yes.
and aliens are being hoarded into concentration camps all across the planet.
Wow.
It's phenomenal.
Okay.
Like, on that premise.
I mean, that premise sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, if you don't like the sound of that, then.
And you know the art's going to be good because it's Gary Frank. But specifically, why is Legion of Superheroes in this book though?
Because he goes to the future.
Oh, okay, fine.
Straight up. Like,
So okay, so it's just standard. They hadn't come back in time and dragged him in the future then.
oh my god. Did they?
I don't know. You tell me. You're reviewing the
Tell
book.
me.
Woo! I think the bottom line is that you really enjoyed the book.
I did. I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you enjoyed the artwork.
Oh yeah.
And you highly recommend it. And,
Yeah, I only like about 3 Superman stories, and that is probably the top one. That one and the Brian Azzarello Jim Lee run. Superman. That's pretty much it for me.
what do you think of the news that we had last week about
Scott Snyder, Jim Lee.
Scott Snyder and Jim Lee?
It was great.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder's brilliant.
Yeah.
Can't fault him.
Is that it? Is that all you have to say about Scott Snyder?
What?
I'm getting this feeling that he's now going to be replacing your Mark Miller.
On my Hickman at the moment.
Oh, your Hickman.
On my Hickman.
Well,
Can I do this? Can I do this quickly?
oh no.
For anyone who hasn't read it yet, because you've got to, Batman 13 is brilliant.
Do you know what? Actually, can I just point out? It almost looks like that's. Oh, look at that. You are him. I've just realised.
No,
Oh my God, you're the Joker.
I'm the half Batman face underneath.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm that part.
No, dude. No. Do you know what? Get off. Anyway, it's been a pleasure having you on this week with us to watch the reviews once again, and we hope to see you again next week. And it's definitely goodbye from me, and it's definitely get on here. It's definitely goodbye from him, and we'll see you again next week for another issue of Talking Comics. Get off. What have you got on offer for us this week?
Right, as Zach has reviewed it, and we love this book, and once again Zach is all over the Hickman vibe.
If you're on the week before, by the way, Zach's reviewing it next week.
But it's such a cool book.
It's such a good book.
We're time travelling with this one.
We are time travelling. Going back in time.
But, we are looking at an Omnibus, which has got to be it's got to be a 400-page book there. 28 issues. I think you get the special in here as well.
Yes.
Which is really cool. And we're looking at $100, £50 with free shipping.
Free shipping! You've been waiting for me to say that. Free shipping, 50 quid, Omnibus, sort it out, get it here.
Awesome Christmas present.
Fabulous.
There we are.
A week of your life. Promise you won't regret it.